there are lots and lots of people around in that area. So as you can imagine, it turned out to be pandemonium. It's chaos.
I had to make sure I was somewhere where I thought that I couldn't be found. And then I texted my family because I couldn't call them. You have to be quiet.
It was a really bad experience, but it's something that I can improve on and learn from if it ever sadly happens again.
First at 10, we're getting a better picture of what happened inside of Woodland Hills Mall when police say two men got into an argument and one shot and killed the other just outside one of the entrances. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jonathan Cooper.
And I'm Tatum Gwynn. Officers say 21-year-old Kirsten Love died at the hospital not long after the shooting. They haven't arrested or identified the man who fired the shots, which also sent thousands of people into a panic as they rushed for safety. When the calls about a shooter at Woodland Hills Mall first came in, a large number of Tulsa firefighters rushed to the scene along with police and IMSA.
Now firefighters are giving us insight on how they train for large-scale scenes. News on 6's Caitlin Deggs is giving us a look at how it all works. Caitlin?
Jonathan and Tatum, EMS officer Robert Brown says the department always prepares for the worst but hopes for the best. And they always try to work as together and as quickly as possible. When first responders arrive at scenes like the one at Woodland Hills, they don't know what they'll be walking into. EMS officer Robert Brown wasn't at the scene last night, but says in situations like this, every agency has a specific role.
Just a reminder that everybody plays a part. The police department primarily is for scene security, and they're going to go in and we're going to play a support role, which is going to involve us marshaling the people that are evacuating, trying to focus our energies on reunification as well as preparing ourselves for immediate emergency response if necessary.
Brown says at these scenes, the incident commander will go through and assign everyone to specific jobs. That way, everyone has a mission and knows exactly what they're supposed to do.
You don't want to have a bunch of redundancies because it's slow. These are processes that involve a lot of people, and if you have clear line of sight and understand exactly what you're supposed to do, you move much faster and you're able to bring resolution much quicker.
He says their training is constantly evolving as events happen. Like the mass shooting last year at the St. Francis Natalie building.
We have to work every day to try to improve the services that we provide, and unfortunately, today we're in an environment that involves active shooter, so we're preparing ourselves.
Brown says he's proud of the way Tulsa's agencies respond in these kinds of situations.
Our crews on the streets do an excellent job of identifying where they can click into the puzzle, and they are always willing and able to help, and so kudos to them.
And Brown says the department does trainings with other various groups in the area to make sure that they are up to date and ready to go in case something like this happens. Live in Tulsa, Caitlin Deggs, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.